I think that is one of the, I tell you, every time this is played, that is one of the great vocal performances of all time. Steve Adubato, welcome back to the show. Part of the family, welcome you back. Steve, is that not one of the greatest songs on any level, anywhere, that you'll ever hear, Steve Adubato?
Not only is it one of the greatest songs of all time, but let me tell you why it gives me special meaning this morning. I am sitting on my deck in Lavallette, New Jersey, down the Jersey Shore, looking out at the ocean. Summer winds, the last winds of the summer.
Yeah.
I'm about to send a text message to you and Alan Frank, a video text message, to prove where I am, how gorgeous it is, and why I'm here and you're down on Wall Street in New York City, and why I'm glad I'm here and you are there.
Thanks, Steve, for making us feel so good. Summer wind, baby.
No, I love you guys.
You know what? You know what I'm thinking as I'm listening to that song, though? I'm thinking when we do it, and I was in Pittsburgh, and it was 96 degrees when I stepped on stage, Steve, out there, and it was a beautiful outdoor concert. But I said we got to play the song. And of course, the audience loves it. But I had a big 17-piece band. You know what I was missing? I listened to that just now, just right now as we played it going in before we talked to Steve Adubato. I'm listening. Violins. You hear those violins. See, the old man, that was probably, I don't know if it was Nelson Riddle who put that, or I should know who did that arrangement. And now I got to carry violins with me, Steve. See? You see what you cost me? It just cost me a fortune. I got to bring violins with me.
And you know what else you need?
What's that?
You've seen in the Pope of Greenwich Village when this is playing. They're in the playground down in Greenwich Village. I have my Ray-Bans on right now. Because in the scene with Paulie and Charlie, what they're doing is they got their sunglasses. They're swaying back and forth in their iridescent suits and playing stickball in that playground.
Only Adubato would know the iridescent
scene.
I'm
sorry.
Iridescent.
I'm talking about the 2016 presidential race. And Chris Christie in his iridescent.
Did you prefer a gray, black, metallic iridescent, Steve, or the blue sheen that the Jersey boys would wear? You know, like Frankie Valli and the guys.
I would never ever disrespect Frankie Valli in the Four Seasons from Stephen Crane Village in North New Jersey, but I am more of a black-gray guy because, as the boys know, Frankie and Al, I usually wear black and gray because it's very thinning.
Yeah, very good. I like that. Great answer, Steve. Hey, Steve, listen, welcome back to the show. I hope you had a chance to rest, but you know what? We had Senator Lesniak on, who, as you know, is a very powerful public servant.
I just had him on my show.
Yeah.
I just had him on my show only to be outdone by you, who's coming on my show tonight, one-on-one on PBS tonight. Excuse me, may I plug?
Absolutely. Go for it.
Lesniak's on. He'll be on in a couple of weeks. But what's more important is tonight, Joe Piscopo on one-on-one on NJTV, the PBS public television station in New Jersey at 7 p.m. And again on the PBS flagship station across the country tonight in New York City, WNET at 12:30 a.m. for the late folks who go to sleep, but late after Charlie Rose and Tavis Smiley. You'll catch Joe Piscopo one-on-one at 12:30 a.m. on WNET. That's 7 p.m. for those in Jersey and NJTV. And again at 12:30 a.m. on WNET, one-on-one with the great Joe Piscopo being asked questions by the extraordinarily handsome and very young and thinning Steve Adubato.
Did you cut Morano out of the show? Did you cut Morano out of the show? Did you cut Morano? Did you leave? Did you give Frankie Fibros a little something, Steve? You kept him in a little bit.
Is he there? Is he there? Is he actually still there?
Frank, could you check the phones?
If he's there, he's in the show. If he's not, he's been cut.
No, it was great. Thank you for plugging the station because, you know, I mean, it went with our advertising budget isn't exactly what it perhaps should be, Steve. So we appreciate you getting the word out on the television, man. Television.
Your station is my station. It's not plugging. It's what you do for friends and what you do for your partners.
That's it, man.
We're partners and we're friends for life.
Right. Tell us about where's Chris Christie in the race for president, Steve Adubato?
Not where he wants to be.
Yeah, that was a bit of a pause. A bit of a pause there, Steve. I know. And you're like me. You want to listen. Whether it's a Democrat like Ray Lesniak, whether it's the Republican conservative like Chris Christie, we want everybody in Jersey to do well for the state, for the people. Christie's got the goods, but is he making any headway in this race, Stephen?
Let me tell you, the governor won't be upset if I told this story. A couple of days after the Fox debate. Mm-hmm. The governor and I saw each other down here at the Jersey Shore, actually called me. He was leaving the Colonial Bakery in Lavalette. He texted me. He said, "Get your ass over here right now."
That's
I'm
great.
sorry for saying ass on the family radio station.
That's all right.
And the governor says that. Wait a second. He says, "Could you meet me?" So I said, "Okay." So I go over there. I meet him, and there's 50 people wanting to take pictures with him. Virtually every person telling me he's great in the debate, which I thought he did. I wound up taking pictures of. So I became his photographer. So I'm taking pictures. Then a few people recognized me, and it was nice. And bottom line is, I have to tell you, after the debate, I thought he did extremely well. I thought he scored some points. I thought he would move up. But a guy with funny hair is sucking up all the oxygen. Donald Trump is sucking up all this oxygen in the race. Carly Fiorina comes out of nowhere in the so-called kitty table debate that was done earlier. And John Kasich, who was actually very close to Chris Christie, the governor out in Ohio, does very well. And the bottom line is, even though I think Christie did well, handled himself well, gave Rand Paul a little slap. I'm not going to be derogatory. He slapped him down. I thought he did very well. He was very strong. He's not getting the traction he wants right now. And if Chris Christie doesn't make it into the CNN debate in the top 10, which I hope he does, it's going to be very challenging moving forward. But Steve, this thing is a long way from over.
But, Steve, wait, does he have to qualify for that CNN debate as well?
Yes.
Wow.
He has to get in the top 10.
And you know what was great that Greta covered on her show on Fox? Is that the Governor Christie, when Rand Paul went after him about the hug, and I said to myself, wait, I don't think he hugged it. I don't remember him hugging President Obama. And then Greta cleared it up, saying he did not. It wasn't a hug. Matter of fact, Christie did not. He took the handshake. It was President Obama put, I think, his left hand on the governor's shoulder, and that was the end of it. And it turned out to be a hug, and Rand Paul goes for that. I thought that was a cheap shot.
Stop with the hug. First, let me explain. Two things. Number one, the state needed federal money, and Obama had the federal money. And Christie's trying to help people who need FEMA money after Sandy. Number two, the more important thing, Christie is half Sicilian. That explains the almost hug. Now, let's get serious about it. Now, I don't expect Rand Paul to understand the half a Sicilian Neapolitan thing.
Yeah, really.
But the half-man hug is what we do, particularly when we need something from somebody. That explains it, Joe. Do you have any more questions? About the hug?
No, I think it was.
It's ridiculous.
It was cleared up. Hey, but what do we? So Donald now, did I just see another news report that we got? Listen, that Donald, his poll numbers went up. Look, his poll numbers went up. Steve Adubato, huh?
I can't explain it. First of all, I think I'm banned from. I love playing Donald Trump's golf courses. After said some of the things I've said about him, I'm on a, I don't think he really knows who I am, but his people do. I'm banned from all of his golf courses. I said on CNN right after the debate, I thought that he has said terrible things. I thought that what he did with Megyn Kelly, I wrote, was totally disgraceful. I said he's going to implode very soon. I said he was a joke. He's not serious. Clearly, you could see what kind of political analyst I am. He's getting bigger, stronger. He's scaring the heck out of the Republican Party establishment. Jeb Bush, all of a sudden, woke up from his deep sleep and is attacking Trump at this point. It may be, not that it's too late, but I'm watching Trump get hit by Bush yesterday, and Bush is sitting there saying, is this what it takes? I thought they were going to give me a coronation. I thought they were going to make me the nominee. And I'm like, Jeb, hey, listen, this isn't England. It's like a million years ago. They don't make you the king. You got to run. We got 16 other people. Trump is scaring everyone. I think he's Teflon at this point. I don't know how much longer it lasts, but I'll tell you what. I was wrong and a lot of other people are wrong. Everything he says, he throws the guy who I thought, by the way, from Univision, did not handle himself very well. Trump throws him out, and people are like, yeah, that's right. He threw him out.
I thought it was Jorge Ramos, who was very, very well known and very respected, one of the most respected journalists in America on Univision. And I thought he was disruptive, and I said on the air, Steve, that I love the way Donald took control, because he reminded me of President Reagan saying, I paid for this microphone. I love that. I love when President Reagan said that. He wasn't president confident then. But I love what Donald took charge like that. But the question is, you're right. Jeb Bush is out. Scott Walker. All these top guys are going out. And where do we
They
go?
don't know how to play them.
Yeah, don't
They
know
don't
how to
play 'em.
Well, spoken like a
They don't know how
true
to play 'em.
Bluefield
They
Avenue
don't know how
guy.
to play 'em.
That's exactly
They don't-
right.
First of all, and I'll tell you what it is. It's like they don't know how to play him because they don't really know how to like physically confront him. In a debate, they're like, I don't really want to take him on. And when Rand Paul takes him on, he's about 4'2". Now, I'm not saying that really matters, but I'm saying it matters. What I mean by that is he doesn't look strong. He doesn't sound strong.
Yeah.
He doesn't give you the impression that he could take Trump on. And it just didn't feel right. Now, here's what happens. So they take shots at him, in their own media sound bites. But face to face, I got to tell you something. I don't think they've got what it takes because Trump literally, it's like a fly comes up to him and he goes, get away from me. He swats them away and he ignores what they're saying, even if what they're saying is 100% right. So Bush is saying, you don't have a plan.
Yeah.
You're saying pay for the wall. We're going to build a wall. Mexico's going to pay for it. And Bush says, well, how are you going to get them to pay? He goes, trust me, I'll make a deal. I'll make them so he's literally like saying, I'll make them a deal that they can't refuse.
Yeah.
All right, come on, stop. How are you going to do it? He goes, shut up, leave me alone. I'm going to get him to make a deal.
Yeah.
So he doesn't answer it. And he goes, get away from me. You're like a fly. So he doesn't really answer it. And people go, look at the way Trump handled it. I love that.
Yeah.
He doesn't answer the question.
Well,
but they don't know how to really handle him.
but we'll be watching Steve Adubato tonight on PBS. Not only because it's Steve Adubato. Yeah, well, because Joe Piscopo's on it. Frankie Morano makes a guest shot there. Steve Adubato will be watching you tonight. Hey, we love you. Enjoy the show.
NJTV.
And Steve will be guest hosting. It's always a privilege to have you sit in for us, man, and we appreciate that as well, Steve Adubato. God bless you, brother. Give the family our very best, and hopefully we'll get to hang a little bit. Huh? On the Avenue, maybe?
Maybe down at the Jersey Shore.
Oh, even better yet. Thank you.
Summer wins.
Thank you,
Love you
Steve.
guys.
I love you too, Stephen. Thank you so much.